Immoran. Immoran, right? Immoran. Michelle Alozzi has one blue boot on and one black boot. That's her right there with the long braid. Check out her boots. Yeah. I still haven't seen Alozzi. Hi. I still haven't seen Tony. Where's Tony? Hey, I still haven't seen her. Oh no, that's Anamanu there stretching. Where'd she go? No, it said that she was number 12 in front of you do? You think this is Payne right here? Okay, look at her right here. Maybe that's Tony right there? No. Right there. Who's that with the yellow boots in the middle? Chavy.
Okay, we're wired on sticks to the booth. 1 and 2 as you stand left right.
How's it going? How are you? Could you slide a little to your left and more towards the center line? Yeah, thank you so much. There we go.
I can't get this one side of my hair to cooperate. Big side is there.
Can you pull the black tube on the left there at the back?
I need to turn you up, but not Julia. Okay, I need to turn you up, but not Julia.
Keep talking to me. Hold on. Just keep talking to me. Great.
knob, you got that one? That's what turned
I don't have Greg.
Yeah, I
No
have.
Greg.
Oh, there
I
you
have
are.
no Greg.
Second knob, you got that one? That's what turned him up for me.
No Greg. Why am I hearing me? Is that down? Hold on.
You got to plug in.
Oh. Well, why am I hearing
Worry
me?
about your big hair.
I was like, I hear me.
Oh, amazing.
I was like, I hear me.
That's amazing.
Hello.
That's amazing.
Ah, now I really hear me. Now I got you. I'm like, why don't I hear you? Now I really hear me. Okay, now I got you. I'm like, why don't I hear you? I'm not plugged in.
Yep.
Okay,
gotcha.
talk to me again, please. I got you. Now I got
Yep,
me too
gotcha.
loud too. I got you. Now I got me too loud too. Hello, 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 hello.
Pretty skinny. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
The U.S. came out flying against Nigeria on Saturday. And now the two World Cup-bound teams move from KC to D.C. to close out this two-game set in our nation's capital. The attacking trio of Sophia Smith, Mallory Pugh, and Alex Morgan lead the way for the USA as the Americans play at Audi Field for the very first time. ESPN's coverage of U.S. soccer is presented by Volkswagen.
It is my pleasure to say hello. Welcome all of you here to Washington, D.C. I'm Jen Hildreth, joined by former U.S. captain and World Cup champion Julie Bowdy. And when we talk about World Cups, Julie, this team now can check a big box because the U.S. qualified for both next year's World Cup and the 2024 Olympics when they won the CONCACAF championship this July.
How nice first
how does
to be
that
able
change
to check
things
those
now
two
for what this team's
boxes?
looking for?
How nice first to be able to check those two boxes. I turned that page, so now it's about building confidence and consistency. I think you're going to see a more consistent lineup, less experimentation, of course, because you're really 8 months out for having to name a roster when you get to May. And so now they are completely locked in on building time, building minutes, building confidence.
What we saw for the first time ever under Vlatko Andonovski, he rolled out the CONCACAF final to in consecutive games from that CONCACAF final to this game against Nigeria on Saturday in Kansas City. Sophia Smith had point the game.
Yeah, and Sophia Smith doing what Sophia Smith does so well there with the first goal, helps create this second goal. Lindsey Horan on the cut and then pullback. And then again, a great ball in by Fox on that left side. Smith with the finish and Alex Morgan with the penalty kick for a 4-0 decisive victory.
12th straight win for the United States. They extend a couple of streaks. That was their 9th straight shutout as well. So this defense has been spectacular, looking to keep that going with the rematch against Nigeria tonight. So let's get right into the starting 11. There are 3 changes for Vlatko Andonovski's side tonight, starting in goal with Casey Murphy.
Also a change in that center back position. Gurma comes in for Sauerbrunn. A change in midfield. Annie Sullivan with a bit of a knock. So Sam Coffey getting her debut start and cap for the U.S. women's team. And that front 3 stays exactly the same with Smith, Morgan, and Pugh. And it's really those front 5 when you look at that have been so impressive, Jen, in terms of their movement. And we saw this in the first game. Rose Lavelle on one touch line, Lindsey Horan on the other. With Lindsey Horan being high, you see there's all these options for Sophia Smith to come across. She had so much good movement inside, and then she still has 3 options available. A missed first touch there by Pugh, but could have easily been a first goal. And then you see, again in the first half, Rose Lavelle's off your screen. She gets in a higher position, which allows Sophia Smith to drop into midfield again. Assume that playmaking role. She has Mal Pugh in that inner corridor. Doesn't find her on the ball. She also has Emily Fox out wide as well. But that front five movement has been excellent, and it's an area they're definitely focused on.
Handful for any team, to be sure, but let's take a look at Nigeria just a bit, because by far, historically, this is the most successful team in Africa on the women's side, although they are without a few of their stars tonight.
Yeah, they're missing 6 of their starters due to injury or visa issues. They also have 3 changes to the lineup and a change in formation as well. 4-3-3 in that first game, 4-4-2 tonight. Tony Payne and Michelle Lozzi going higher. And then, you said wrap. Is that what you said? Yes. Sorry, okay. Okay. And then, so you want to be tighter on that?
The U.S. came out flying against Nigeria on Saturday. To D.C. to close out this 2-game set in our nation's capital. The attacking trio of Sophia Smith, Mallory Pugh, and Alex Morgan lead the way for the USA as the Americans play at Audi Field for the very first time. ESPN's coverage of U.S. soccer is presented by Volkswagen. Against Nigeria on Saturday. To D.C. to close out this 2-game set. The U.S. came out flying against Nigeria on Saturday, and now the 2 World Cup-bound teams move from KC to D.C. to close out this 2-game set in our nation's capital. The attacking trio of Sophia Smith, Mallory Pugh, and Alex Morgan lead the way for the USA as the Americans play at Audi Field for the very first time. Coverage of U.S. soccer is presented by Volkswagen.
It is my pleasure to say hello. Welcome you to Washington, D.C. I'm Jen Hildreth, along with former U.S. captain and World Cup champion Julie Foudy. And when we think about the World Cup, Julie, the U.S. checked 2 really big boxes this summer. They know they've qualified now for both the next World Cup
the U.S. came
and
out
the next
flying
Olympics
against Nigeria on Saturday.
Now you can focus in on locking in on consistency. And I think that's the big thing, is you have relief, of course, from turning that page, going, okay, we check those 2 boxes. Now let's build relationships, build consistency. You heard Vlatko Andonovski say it over and over.
Which as the Americans play at Audi Field
in the first matchup against Nigeria on Saturday in Kansas City. These 2 teams meeting, and Sophia Smith having quite the day.
Such a handful we've seen with NWSL,
it's my pleasure to say
continues
hello. Welcome you to Washington, D.C.
with the national team there, setting up Lindsay Horan to get the second goal. And then again, it's Fox on that left side, Smith making a good run in, and Alex Morgan with the PK, a decisive 4-0 victory for the U.S.
And that extended
now you can focus in on locking in on consistency. And I think that's the big thing, is you have relief, of course, from turning that page, going, okay.
On home soil, which they will try to, of course, extend those streaks tonight. Here is their lineup against Nigeria. 3 changes starting tonight. Here is their lineup.
Also a change in
Nigeria. 3 changes starting
out. Gurma is in. Also a change in the midfield as well. Sam Coffey getting her first in the midfield with the U.S. Women's National Team, having such a great season with Portland. With the U.S. Women's National Team having such a great season with Portland. Of course, Lavelle and Iran in front of her. And it's really those front 5 that is going to be a lot of focus tonight. And it was in their first game. Had so much success. Rose on one touchline. Leslie Iran on the other. Had so much success between that front 3. Sophia Smith coming across a lot of the game into a central corridor. A lot of the game into a central 3 options with Lindsey Horan up 3 options with Lindsey Horan up 5 options for that front 5. They didn't execute on this play. But it's that rotational, but it's that rotational Rose Lavelle up high, allows Sophia Smith to come into the midfield again, playmaking from that central position. She's got Mal Pugh. She's got Mal Emily Fox on that left side. Lindsey Horan. I mean, the options are Lindsey Horan. I mean, the options are moving like they are.
They're a handful for any opponent. So let's look a little more at tonight. So let's look a little more at tonight's opponent, Nigeria. The most successful women's team in Africa. Successful women's team in Africa. Key players tonight. Without some key players tonight.
6 starters due to injury, 6 starters due to injury, and they have 3 changes to the lineup. They have 3 changes to the lineup and a change in formation. They're most notably Tony Payne and Michelle Rosie moved a bit higher and a bit higher alongside Anamanu. They moved Ajibadi out of midfield, and so they're going to try and get cohesiveness today in the game against the United States.
And you see some familiar names there. We'll fill you in more on those as this one goes along. Who knows? This could be a glimpse of a potential World Cup matchup next summer. We will have the kickoff from DC when we return. The U.S. came out against Nigeria on Saturday. The U.S. came out against Nigeria on Saturday. And now the two World Cup-bound teams moved from KC to DC to close out this two-game nation's capital. The attacking trio of Sophia Smith, Mallory Pugh, and Alex Morgan lead the way for the U.S. as the Americans play at Audi Field for the very first time. ESPN's coverage of U.S. soccer is presented by Volkswagen.
Still 3 options with Lindsey Horan up high as well. So many options for that front 5. They didn't execute on this play, but it's that rotational movement Rose Lavelle up high, allows Sophia Smith to come into the midfield. Again, playmaking from that central position. She's got Mal Pugh. Also, Emily Fox on that left side, Lindsay Horan. I mean, the options are endless when those front five are moving like they are.
They're a handful for any opponent. So let's look a little more at tonight's opponent, Nigeria. Historically, by far the most successful women's team in Africa, although they are without some key players tonight.
Yeah, they're missing 6 starters due to injury or visa issues. And they have 3 changes to the lineup and a change in formation. They're going to a 4-4-2. Most notably, Tony Payne and Michelle Lozzi moved a bit higher. And up top alongside Anamanu, they've moved Ajibade out of midfield. And so they're going to try and get more offensive cohesiveness today in the game against the United States.
And you see some familiar names there. We'll fill you in more on those as this one goes along. Who knows, this could be a glimpse of a potential World Cup matchup next summer. We will have the kickoff from DC when we return. Fans here in our nation's capital getting set for this matchup between the United States women's national team and the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Second of 2 friendlies between these 2 nations, and what a special moment for Sam Coffey. The NWSL rookie for the Portland Thorns makes her debut with the red, white, and blue tonight. Soaking up every bit of that anthem just a few moments ago.
That was the best, honestly. I looked down there and I thought, oh, I love it.
Look
at that. Go on, Sam Coffey. Go get it. I love it. She was on our press conference call the other day, too, and just the excitement in her voice of being in this moment. She didn't know she was starting yet, but just playing around all these players she said she grew up idolizing. I just love the energy and the freshness of it all.
Quick early touch there for Coffey as well as the U.S. gets things started. White tops, navy shorts. Nigeria dark green with the white numbers for you to try to pick out. And a few changes for both of these teams from their first meeting. 3 in terms of player personnel, but also more of a tactical change for Nigeria that we'll see as we go along. Afioma Anamano plays in the